Hey everyone, before we get into showing you the Pokédex binder, which by the way I did receive not too long ago, just a few days ago actually, and I started building that Pokédex binder, I wanted to show you essentially another collection that I have, and it consists of full art trainers. As you can see here, we have the first generation of gym leaders. Obviously we see two Misties here and we see a Janine here. I'll explain that in a bit, but for now we don't have an English print for Lieutenant Surge, but I do know that it's coming out very soon and it's going to replace one of these Misties. More than likely this one's staying and this one's going, but I do like this one for the fact that in my eyes this Misty looks more true to its anime counterpart. And then we have the Janine because, as you remember, in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, we have Janine as a replacement to Koga since Koga got promoted to Elite Four, and just thought it looked nice here. Obviously, there's an empty space here. We're gonna put Champion Red, so I could close out this little gap here. And then obviously I have the professor of that region, which is Professor Oak. So far my page looks like this, but the idea that I have is basically adding every gym leader that I could possibly find and just fill it up here. As you can see, I have Generation 2, which would be Faulkner, and then obviously there's no Bugsy card that I know of, and then Whitney, I know there's a card for her. Hi Coco. Sorry, don't mind the cat. And then we have Generation 3, Generation 4, Generation 5, Generation 6, Generation 7 is very, how can I say, particular, I guess, because there's no gym leaders. If you guys know the lore, then you guys know what I'm talking about. And we move on to Generation 8, which they also have this other, I guess you could say, alternate art of sort, with the Pokeballs. Obviously disregard this, I just have it as a placeholder. And then Generation 9. And so another idea that I had, which I might not even like fill up, I guess you could say. I'll just probably consolidate everything and just put everything in like one page, or just put everything together. But I have Elite Four members, such as Bruno, Lance, Karen, there's Sydney from Gen 3, Lucian from Generation 5, right, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. But ideally what I was going to do is I was going to have a separate page for them, and maybe if they have like an alternate card, or there's a different print of that trainer, or I'm sorry, the Elite Four member, then we'd go ahead and put it here too. But I think I'm just going to put everything together and just make a page out of it. And so we also have these are Elite Four members, Gen 7, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, perfect. So this page here, champions and professors, but we'll talk about the champions. The champions are here on this page. We all know that Lance is champion in Generation 2. We know that in Generation 1, Champion Blue would take the place here on the first pocket, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe they don't have another card for Blue. I know there's one in Japanese with the Charmander, but I don't collect Japanese. I don't mix my English prints with my Japanese prints. Not that I collect Japanese, sorry. But now that I'm thinking about it, I know there's a blue and red tag team card, and both of them become champions, so that might take over here. And obviously I'll move Lance over. And then we have Steven, Generation 3, also Wallace is Generation 3 champion. We have Gen 4. Frontier Brain, I know he's not technically a champion. Frontier Brain is something different, which I think goes here instead of where the Cynthia is at, but whatever, I just left him here. And then Gen 5, obviously Gen 6, which is the Diantha, Professor Elm, Birch, we have Rowan, Juniper, Sycamore, I almost forgot his name, Kukui, Mangolia. She ends up becoming professor, I believe, after she retires. I just have her here just because it follows the theme. Professor Willow is a professor from Pokemon Go. And then we have the two professors for Scarlet and Violet. Here we have one of my favorite pages in my entire collection. It is the villains. I've always been pro-villain, though I know the good guys always win. But nevertheless, I do have them in generational order, though I know Jesse and James are anime exclusive villains. They do have card appearances from back in Team Rocket, the first set. But Giovanni, Jesse James, we have the grunts here. We have the two bosses from Generation 3. We have Archie, we have Maxie. In Gen 4, we have Cyrus, obviously one of the admins gets this, and so on and so forth, as you can see. This is where it starts to get a little like weird. I don't think Swordward and Shieldbird are villains, but they act antagonist in a sense in the game, if you've played it. So I just left them there. Didn't really know where to have them. And then we get to Gen 9. Gen 9 is where we kind of see it kind of spotty, because technically these aren't villains. I don't think they are anyways. Just notice that this guy has to go here. And then we get to these guys. Again, I don't feel like they're villains, honestly. But they are leaders of the Team Star. So I have them here. I don't feel like they're in the same category as these guys, but regardless, I mean, I have them here just because I just needed a place for them, to be honest. And lastly, we are kind of in my miscellaneous section. I don't have them in any particular order, as you can tell, it's all mixed, but you know, I have some trainers here. Ideally, I think my idea here was like the companions, I guess you could say, from that the trainer, your main trainer that you have in the games. But then this is where it gets out of whack again. So I guess I call this the miscellaneous section. We have some pretty nice cards. This Looker card is amazing. Ingwen Emmett. Shout out to my boy GS. He loves this card. Who else do we have here? That's kind of cool. I guess these are cool. I love Pokemon Go. Team Instinct. So shout out my boy Spark. But we have these here. These other trainers. The NPCs, I guess you could say. Dancer, Birdkeeper, which is a trainer, Dr. Cook, Pokemaniac. We all know these are trainers. I think she has an important role. I never played the DLC, to be honest. I know, I'm sorry, but I got bored of Sword and Shield right after I finished it, and I didn't even bother buying the DLC. So, am I a fake fan? I still don't think I am, but I'll let you decide. And these are also more gym leaders. Obviously, if you remember my previous pages for the gym leaders, I have different arts, so that's why I have them here. And they're in the miscellaneous section. Again, there's a Cynthia that I already have over there. I have a Morty here, Morty here. And then, yeah, I guess these are like the SIRs. I'm using too much quotation, sorry. But these are like the SIRs, or the alternate arts. Because I don't think this was called an SAR during the Sword and Shield era. On here we have rainbows, though I don't prioritize on the rainbow trainers. For one, they're out of print, and two, it's not like a big deal if I don't have them. Nothing against with the rainbow ones, but I honestly think that having like vibrant colors of trainers looks much better. We'll make a comparison between Shauna and the Rainbow Rare. Obviously, everybody has their opinion, but if you take a look, I do honestly prefer Shauna with different colors here than the rainbow version. Though the rainbow version is pretty cool too because of the texture, but you decide. And more miscellaneous stuff here. Ball guy, love this dude. Obviously the NPCs. I know these have more of an important role, especially him, Clive. And then I have a Hisui page, though. I mean, it's not something that I'm trying to build and make. I guess like a master set of everything, but I mean, I just thought it looked nice in their own section for now. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of my collection for my full art trainers. I don't know if you guys collect trainers the way I do, and if you do, maybe you could give me some pointers, at least for the miscellaneous stuff like this. But the idea that I have for mine, I personally like it a lot. I haven't seen anybody on YouTube or any social medias do it this way, and if they do, I haven't ran into such video or showcase. But yeah, I'm always open to trades or even buying cards. If you guys have any extras and want to help me out, I'd appreciate that. Also, if you guys want to follow me and leave a like on the video, I would appreciate that very, very much. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you for sticking around, and I will keep you guys updated with the Pokédex Finder. Peace out, guys.